Hi there, my name is Lauren and I'm a body love coach, and that means that I help women with their self-love, with intuitive eating, with their body image, with really getting themselves out of the diet world. So today I want to talk about an amazing book that a lot of people reference, which is Intuitive Eating. I'm going to show it to you. So this book is amazing because it actually goes through 10 principles of intuitive eating. And I feel like if all women can get these 10 principles down, then they will be out of the diet world forever. So I want to go through principle 1, which is principle 1 of intuitive eating. So that is getting rid of the diet mentality. So first I kind of want to go through the diet cycle. So where do we begin? We begin with wanting to be thin. So we want to lose weight. We have this desire to be thin. So that's step 1. Step 2, we go into restricting food. Okay, so I want to be thin, so I'm going to stop eating as much. I'm not going to eat foods that I love because I know that they're going to make me gain weight or whatever it is going through your head. So that's step 2. Step 3 is you start craving all these wonderful, amazing foods that you love, but you won't allow yourself to have. They are restricted. You are on a diet. So you go into not eating those foods because you have a desire to be thin. So then after that, you end up binging on all these foods because how much longer can you hold on to not eating these foods that you are so badly craving? So you go into the binge, and then the next day you feel horrible and you go back into I have a desire to be thin. So there's this whole cycle of thin, restrict, binge, going back into the cycle of wanting to diet. So see how you're never going to get out of it? So this is where I come in, and this is this amazing book, Intuitive Eating. So like I said, I want to go through principle 1. So this is, again, getting rid of the diet mentality. So step 1 to getting rid of the diet mentality is recognizing and acknowledging the damage that the dieting world causes. So you have to get really clear on that diets are no good and they don't work. Because basically when you're dieting, your body goes through a lot. So restricting food and not getting enough calories and then getting way too many calories and going through this cycle of not just eating intuitively, your body really, it's really strained. So like physically in the scientific world, your body is, like your heart is working harder. So your heart's gonna have problems if you're gonna start extreme dieting. It's really not great for your mental and emotional health. You're constantly feeling deprived. You're in a high, you're in a low, you're all over the place. You don't feel good when you're in this chronic diet. So it's really just recognizing that diets don't work and you want to get out of this place. So step 2 is be aware of the diet mentality traits and thinking. So you may think, okay, I'm not going to diet anymore. That's not for me. But just be aware of your thinking. So there's no more being obedient. Like you don't need to be obedient anymore with your food because intuitive eating doesn't cause you to be obedient. You just think of what your body wants and that's what you're going to give it. You don't have to have willpower anymore. Like it's not about like, oh, I'm not going to eat that because I'm on a diet. It's like allowing yourself to be free with food and really forgetting about failure. There's no failure with intuitive eating. You're going through a journey and a process. So if you're still feeling like you need to have willpower, you need to have obediency, and you're failing, you're still stuck in the diet world. So number 3 is get rid of your dieting tools. And this is my favorite one because I feel like allowing yourself to be around triggers is really never going to allow you to heal. If you're trying to get out of the diet world, but you keep constantly surrounding yourself with people or things that keep you in the diet world, how are you ever supposed to get out? So one of the biggest things that I tell my clients is get rid of these triggers. Like it's the throw out method. So it's throwing out your body weight scales, throwing out your food scales, throwing out the diet books and the diet magazines and the meal plans and even like your clothes that your skinny clothes, like I'm gonna keep these and I'm gonna go on a diet until I can fit into these clothes. So anything that makes you feel less than is a trigger. So especially unfollowing people on social media that don't make you feel good. So if you're following fitness accounts or accounts that constantly are telling you if food is right or wrong, like just get rid of it, unfollow it, and follow people in the body positive world who make you feel good about yourself. If you are looking at something and you leave it feeling down about yourself or not inspired, then get rid of it. And that's gonna help your life tremendously. Let me tell you, that's a huge way I started to heal. Step 4 is be compassionate toward yourself. You may have been dieting for 10, 20, 30 plus years. So once you get into this intuitive eating, don't expect yourself to just change overnight. Like if you're gonna suffer in this diet world for 10 to 30 years, then allow yourself time to heal. Be compassionate. If there are days when you struggle a little bit more with being stuck in the diet world, that's okay. And if there are days that you're feeling really good and you're allowing yourself to eat and you're not in the diet mentality, then that's beautiful and amazing as well. So just be very, very kind and loving and compassionate. So this is a process. So for the next week or whatever, for the rest of your life, practice these 4 steps. Like if you keep coming back to these 4 steps, you're gonna be in a better place. And this is only principle 1. There are 9 more principles that I will go through with the next video. I'll start on principle number 2. So for this video, your action steps is to really go through step 1 through step 4 and see how you can start shifting your mindset out of the diet mentality and into the intuitive eating mentality, the body love mentality. It's so important for yourself. So if you need extra help with this, please go ahead and schedule a free 15-minute call with me. I would love you to do that. I would love to speak with you and support you. And also, if you are really actually looking for support, I would definitely lovingly recommend to check out thebodylovesociety.com. It's an amazing group, but you can go check that out for yourself. So goodbye for today. I hope you had some good information and see you soon.